Have you ever wondered why you sometimes make decisions instantly while other times you get stuck overthinking? Imagine deciding between a greasy slice of pizza or a healthy salad. Why do some choices feel automatic while others make you pause? Daniel Kahneman's groundbreaking book, Thinking Fast and Slow, unravels the mystery of how our minds work. It explains why we make split-second decisions, why we overthink simple matters, and why we sometimes fail to make the right choice. Let's explore how your brain's inner decision-makers, fast and slow, guide you through life's twists and turns. Imagine your brain as having two best friends who help you out every day. One of them is fast, a quick thinker who jumps to conclusions and is always on the move. The other is slow, a careful planner who takes their time and loves solving puzzles. These two friends live in your brain, and together they make every decision for you. It sounds simple, right? Well, things can get tricky when they don't agree. Fast, or what Kahneman calls System 1, is like your brain's autopilot. It works without you even realizing it. Think of when you dodge a ball heading toward your face. There's no time to analyze. Fast takes over and acts immediately. But fast isn't perfect. It relies on shortcuts and guesses, which can lead to silly mistakes. Slow, System 2 is more like a detective. It takes its time, carefully analyzing every clue before making a move. When you solve a tricky math problem or plan your monthly budget, slow is in charge. But slow has a downside. It gets tired easily and can be lazy if the task seems too hard. Now, picture this. You're at a red light and you automatically stop. That's fast in action. It handles simple, everyday tasks effortlessly. But if you're trying to figure out the fastest route home in rush hour traffic, slow needs to step in and do the heavy lifting. Ever spent hours deciding what to text someone after a heated conversation? That's slow taking over. It carefully weighs each word, imagining how the other person might respond. While this can be helpful, it's also exhausting. Slow isn't built for speed. Fast has a tendency to make things up as it goes. It relies on patterns and shortcuts, often jumping to conclusions that aren't entirely accurate. Kahneman calls these mental errors cognitive biases. For example, you might assume someone wearing glasses is smarter. That's fast making a guess based on a stereotype. Thankfully, slow is there to clean up fast's messes. If fast assumes someone's angry because they frowned, slow might step in and remind you they could just be deep in thought. Slow helps you see the bigger picture, but only if you're paying attention. Here's an interesting trick fast plays on you. The anchoring effect. Imagine a friend says they bought a shirt for $100, and later you see a similar shirt priced at $50. You think $50 is a bargain, even if it's more than you'd usually spend. That's fast anchoring your judgment to the first number you heard. Fast also falls for the halo effect. If someone looks friendly and smiles a lot, you might assume they're also hard-working or trustworthy. Fast loves first impressions, but slow knows better. It reminds you that people are more complex than they appear. Fast can be overconfident, making you feel certain about things even when you're wrong. Kahneman warns that this overconfidence can lead to big mistakes. For instance, you might underestimate how hard a project will be, only to realize halfway through that you're in over your head. Slow is the brain's problem solver, tackling challenges that require focus and effort. It's what you rely on when you're trying to fix a leaky faucet or write an important essay. But slow isn't infinite. It runs out of energy, especially after a long day of thinking. Kahneman explains a phenomenon called decision fatigue. After making tough choices all day, your brain gets tired and slow becomes less effective. This is why you might end up eating junk food for dinner after a stressful day. You're too drained to think carefully. Fast and slow work as a team even if they don't always agree. Fast handles routine decisions, while slow steps in when things get complicated. Understanding this partnership can help you make smarter choices in your daily life. Have you ever felt like you could predict the outcome of a coin toss or a lottery ticket? Fast often tricks you into believing you have control over random events. Kahneman calls this the illusion of control. It's comforting, but not completely false. Fast hates losing and will go to great lengths to avoid it. Kahneman's research shows we fear losses more than we enjoy gains, a concept called loss aversion. This is why you might avoid taking a risk even when the odds are in your favor. The advertisers are experts at fooling us at once. They use bright colors, catchy jingles, and emotional triggers to grab your attention. Fast gets excited and makes you want to buy something, while slow might not get a chance to step in and say, "Do you really need this?" Priming is another way fast gets nudged. Imagine you see the word yellow and later someone asks you to name a fruit. You're more likely to say banana because fast was primed by the earlier hint. Fast loves to be optimistic, which is why we often underestimate how long something will take. Kahneman calls this the planning fallacy. Next time you think a project will only take an hour, slow might need to remind you to double-check. Fast uses shortcuts or heuristics to save time. While these are helpful for quick decisions, they're not always accurate. For example, you might assume a loud car is faster, but that's just fast making a noisy guess. Although slow takes effort, it often leads to better results. Kahneman encourages us to practice slowing down and questioning fast's quick answers, especially when the stakes are high. Kahneman's ideas are backed by decades of research. He even won a Nobel Prize for showing how our thinking affects economics and decision-making in surprising ways. When it comes to spending money, fast focuses on shiny packaging and instant gratification, while slow calculates the real cost. Understanding this dynamic can help you avoid impulsive purchases. Fast doesn't like uncertainty. This makes us cautious and often overly risk-averse. Slow has to step in to calculate the odds and remind us that some risks are worth taking. Whether it's picking a meal or making a career decision, fast and slow influence everything we do. Kahneman's insights help us navigate these choices with greater awareness and wisdom. Are you more like fast, the quick thinker, or slow, the cautious planner? Both are crucial, but understanding their strengths and weaknesses can help you balance your approach to life. Kahneman's goal wasn't to judge us, but to help us understand ourselves better. By recognizing fast and slow, we can be kinder to ourselves and make wiser choices. If you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, ask yourself, is wrong fast panicking? Should slow take over? This simple question can help you regain control and think more clearly. Practicing mindfulness is one way to give slow more space. By pausing and focusing on the present, you allow slow to catch up and question fast's impulsive reaction. While slow is excellent for big decisions, it's important not to overwork it. Save its energy for what really matters, like building meaningful relationships or planning your future. Fast can be trained. By practicing good habits, fast learns to make better automatic decisions. It's like teaching your brain's autopilot to fly smarter. Kahneman's wisdom isn't just for scientists or economists, it's for everyone. Whether you're deciding what to eat or how to spend your money, these concepts apply to daily life. Bias isn't something to fear, it's something to understand. By learning about biases, you can avoid common pitfalls and see situations more clearly. The beauty of thinking fast and slow lies in its simplicity. Kahneman takes complex ideas and connects them to everyday life, making them accessible and relatable. Fast and slow aren't perfect, and that's okay. Kahneman reminds us that understanding our flaws is the first step toward growth and self-improvement. Remember, fast is quick but flawed, while slow is careful but tiring. Together, they shape how you think, act, and live. Kahneman's book teaches us to balance both wisely. As we close this chapter, take a moment to reflect. Are you letting fast make decisions when slow should step in? By pausing and reflecting, you can make choices that align with your goals. Chase your chapters, one thoughtful decision at a time.